Recently, a testimony from someone who shared a strange experience at a restaurant in New York went viral on social media. The person went to dinner with their partner at a restaurant known for its cozy atmosphere and warm lighting. After they finished eating, they decided to take some photos of the place because they thought it was very beautiful. While taking pictures, they saw two people sitting not far away. One of them was very eye-catching because he looked very much like Jimin. To make sure, the witness quietly asked his partner if he felt the same way. His partner started recording secretly but was asked to stop immediately. At that moment, the man who looked like Jimin looked at them and smiled kindly. That was enough of a sign that they didn't want to be disturbed. Without causing a commotion, they left the restaurant respectfully. When they got home, they reviewed the photos and videos they had taken, and their suspicions were proven right. Not only from their faces but also from small details such as tattoos. One of them had the same tattoo as Jimin, while the other one looked very similar to Jungkook's tattoo. The two sat together quietly as if enjoying a date. They were also seen taking a photo together in a simple yet meaningful gesture. The moment showed a natural intimacy between two people who enjoyed their time together without having to hide. No cameras, no crew, and no promotions. Just the two of them sharing a night like any other couple. This is not the only evidence. Other people also claim to have seen Jimin and Jungkook together. His friend who was not far from them watched from comfort. Although he did not approach, he saw something special in their interaction. They were holding cameras as if they were recording or taking photos for personal memories. One thing that was striking was when Jungkook put his hand on Jimin's waist, not as an intentional act, but a natural gesture between two people who are close. Many realized that this was not the first time Jungkook showed his closeness to Jimin. It was a habit that was seen on various occasions as if it were part of the way they interacted. What made this event special was the normality and comfort they showed each other, without fear or desire to hide something. This kind of calmness can only come from a relationship that is based on mutual trust and respect. Simple encounters like this reveal a side of them that is rarely seen, a more private side. Off stage and at public events, there are moments when just two people share something sincere. While they never make any official statements about the kind of relationship that unites them, their actions reflect a real closeness and a bond that has been built over the years. This is not about making assumptions but about seeing what is obvious. A strong, constant, and natural connection. Jimin and Jungkook have shared stages, interviews, and travels. But it seems like they also have a bond that goes beyond just a working relationship. Something interesting is happening between them. There is a lot of evidence that they were in New York at the same time, traveling together and enjoying some private time. Details like tattoos, body language, and facial expressions make it all make sense. It's fun to imagine them sharing these moments, both for themselves and for the public. What's most touching is that they aren't hiding. They seem free, at ease, and authentic. They don't feel like they need to prove anything to anyone. And it was so special because it showed that they could live their relationship peacefully and confidently, being themselves without fear of other people's comments. There was one moment that was widely talked about when they performed together in a performance after completing their military service. In the video, they were sharing food with ARMY, smiling and enjoying each other's company. However, there was one small scene that was very meaningful. Jimin used a napkin and placed it on the table. Jungkook kept staring at the napkin even though there were many others available. He didn't take it, but it was as if he wanted to. This reminded me of a moment in the past when Jimin wiped his tears and Jungkook carefully took the napkin without saying anything. Such a simple gesture shows how connected they are. There is no need for words to see how much they understand and appreciate each other. Jimin and Jungkook have a beautiful relationship where every little thing has meaning. Although they rarely express their feelings verbally, their actions reflect an incredible amount of affection, respect, and closeness. They share experiences, glances, smiles, and small moments that only the two of them understand. The way they are together feels so natural. Over time, they have shown many signs that there is something more than just friendship. From the way they look at each other, to the way they pay attention, to the way they are attentive, everything shows that they understand each other and enjoy being together. To some, this may seem like a coincidence, but to those who have followed them, this is nothing new. They have a special connection built on time and attention to detail. Every gesture between them, no matter how small, reflects something sincere and deep. The most beautiful thing is their inspiring relationship. True love can sometimes be seen from the simplest things. A look, a napkin, a smile. They don't need to make a big show to prove what they have. Jimin and Jungkook have shown that being close to someone and caring about them can be more meaningful than 1,000 words. Their story doesn't need to be explained because it's clearly depicted through every interaction they show. There are moments that can only be understood with an open heart. Some people might think that their appearance together is only because the company told them to. They are thought to only be together when there are cameras or projects. But this time they were seen sharing a special moment without professional cameras, without spotlights, without direction. It wasn't part of a program. Just the two of them with genuine laughter and togetherness. The people who watched didn't interfere but respected their privacy. No one asked them to be there. They did it because they wanted to. Because all this time they have shown that their relationship is real and special. For those who have followed their journey from the beginning, seeing them together is nothing new. They have shared journeys, jokes, and silences that only they understand. However, there are still those who refuse to see that their relationship goes beyond professional. Some people believe that if it's not on camera, then it's not real. They think everything is just a strategy or a script. In fact, it is these off-camera moments that are real proof that there is something deeper between Jimin and Jungkook. This was seen when they were filming the first season of Are You Sure? New York. There were cameras, there was production, but there was also private time. People saw them walking, laughing, and having dinner in places where there was no production team. This shows that their relationship is not just work. It is a choice. They have chosen to stay together, support each other, and be there for each other even when no one is watching. They have shared laughter and tears behind the scenes. There is no way that it was all an act. The way they look at each other, seek each other out, and understand each other without speaking shows that their bond goes far beyond professional boundaries. Although some people may look with suspicion, the truth is that real moments don't need proof. They don't need evidence for those who know how to see with their hearts. Their final journey, without a crew, without production, is proof that they chose to be together as a couple, as friends, as two people who continue to choose each other. Therefore, it is important to convey this story clearly, especially when someone tries to belittle their relationship. The evidence does not only come from photos or videos, but also from their meaningful attitudes and actions. This is a lesson for many fans that true love does not have to be flaunted. It lives in simple things, in quiet and warm moments. Jimin and Jungkook have proven it, that true love does not require grand public recognition. It is enough to be seen from the way they are together, from their support for each other, and from the bond that only they understand.